Oh yeah, here he comes, doing another round of saying nothing at all. Um, Hello everybody, I'm back for a fourth time, still kicking, still dream, still alive. Um, hit that subscribe button, right? You know what I'm saying? Give me that moolah. Uh, Nah, dude, what the fuck? I just got home from a date, and god damn, dude. When you get to those, when you get to a date and you just know right away, like, no, nope. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I saw your pictures and I was like, maybe, and you're here now, and I'm just like, nope. I wanted to do that, and I just wanted to do that so badly, just like, oh hi, you're Nicholas. Nope. And just walk away. But of course I don't. And so I just got home from a fucking hour-long date, and it was painful, man. It was brutal. So I mean, every question I asked her, it's just like one-word answers. How was going to this place and working here for 6 months? Oh, it was good. It was good. Okay. Um, every question I ask is just, it was good. Oh yeah, wonderful. Oh yeah, it's interesting. Just all the generic fucking words that people use to fill time, but that's all she was saying. Anyway, I don't mean to start complaining right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? But that's where my fucking last 2 hours went. What about you? Are you fucking? It's a Saturday night. It's probably 8:30 p.m. unless you're in California. Then it's fucking noon. Um, but yeah, hey, it's a Saturday night. What are you getting up to? You're probably going out with your friends. You're gonna go get a little bit dirty, or you're just gonna call your buddy up and be like, hey man, you wanna fucking grab a beer? All right, I don't have anything else to do. All right, you wanna just fucking grab a beer? You and me, just go to this place, grab a fucking bar, just you and me, and just yeah. Do you? That's a lot of people. That's a lot of men tonight, all over the world, right? Um, or maybe you're just at home like me, and you've started a new project, or you're continuing an old project, or revisiting a dropped project. All three of those work. All three of those are good. Maybe you're just at home reading a book, and maybe you're listening to me, right? Maybe it's next Saturday, and you're fucking sitting at home just like miserable because all your friends are out of town because it's the last week before the start of school. And unless I don't know, I'm hoping people I'm talking to right now aren't in fucking high school, but who knows? Maybe I should watch my mouth there. Uh, I get, I get, I do improv comedy sometimes, and the theater that I go to, great theater, great people, very inclusive. There's at least one of everything at the theater, and I say everything because some of them don't identify as people, um, and we just have to. I identify as an alien, so please call me one, because what you feel and what I feel is like what I feel to you is like foreign, and so I am an alien. Okay. Yeah. So there's it's a very inclusive place. I go there. I perform sometimes, and they say let's try and keep the shows PG-13. That's just a little thing we like to aim for here. Every now and then you let the R slip, but let's just aim for PG-13. And there's something about me being on stage and having to make shit up that it just goes straight R, man. Like straight off the bat, just hey fuckhead, what are you doing with my bat? You know, just any question I ask starts off with a fuckhead. Um, and or I do accents, which is racist now according to some people. Um, and when I do accents, I mean, if I do a British accent, I'm like, "Oi, mate, get the fuck off the floor, right?" Like, you gotta be fucking angry to get into the accents. I don't know any accents that are like chill. You know, maybe like a gay British person, like, oh yes, well, very formal. You know, I don't know why they have to be gay. You fucking homophobe. Um, God damn, I feel like these next 4 days, leading up to my trip, I'm going to Mexico City on Thursday. Yeah, I'm the kind of person that just doesn't count the night when I'm halfway through the day. So like today, I'm like, nah, Saturday's over. You know, Saturday's over. We did what we could, and it was a good performance all around. Uh, Going home with heads down, but we're looking for the result tomorrow and the next day, and we're gonna keep training hard after that. You know, so I've got 4 days. I've got 4 days until I set sail for Smog City and the rat-infested sidewalks. My buddies fucking hate when I describe their city that way. But it's funny, you know. That's why it's funny. That's why I do it. Um, it's nice to feel uncomfortable every now and then. It's nice to have reactions to things that you normally don't. You know. Like the no, I can't say that. I work with this guy who I won't say his name, but let's just call him Dreads, right? I work with this kid Dreads, and he shows up to work 2-3 minutes late every day, and he just like, yeah, man, I think I fucked up, and I'm like, by getting here 2 minutes late. And he's like, no, dude, like this is serious, like I might have like I don't like I might have herpes. Oh shit, dude. Okay, well, listen, like you gotta get to work, but good luck with that, you know. I don't even know where I was going, man. This fucking guy's he's whack. But it's something I'm not used to. That's where I was going with it. It's something I'm not used to, and so every time he does that, I'm put in this situation that I'm not used to, and my body has to figure out ways to interact with that situation and engage, and you know, and it's fun. It's fun. It makes me laugh. Sometimes it pisses me off. Sometimes I'm just like, you're 5 minutes late. Get the fuck to work, you know? Just like literally, like I say fuck to them. No, I'm fucking with you. But I am like, hey, all right. I snap my fingers at them. Like you gotta fucking, you know, don't show up here 5 minutes late and not be, you know, if you're gonna show up 5 minutes late, you're gonna show up. But people just don't show up, dude. People don't show up, and they don't know how much that fucks us. Like, if you've ever just not showed up for a shift, you deserve to get fired. Like, just no call, no show, no nothing. Just fucking didn't go to work. And you knew that you weren't going into work, but you were like, I don't really have an excuse. Yeah. I'm just not gonna go. You know, if you've ever done that, you're a piece of shit. Like unless, and I'm not talking if you're sad and you're rationalizing it and you're like, I don't want to tell them I'm sad. Like if you're going through shit, like that's different. But if you're just like, it's a beautiful day outside, and like, what am I gonna say? Yeah, I'm just gonna go swimming. I'm just gonna go swim and say fuck it. I'm just gonna be hashtag brave, and I'm gonna try something spontaneous today. Like, if you're that kind of person, you're a fucking shitty person. Yeah, baseline just fucking shit. Um, and that's the kind of people I work with. That's the kind of people that I work with, and maybe that's why I'm getting all these promotions, right? It's like, fucking, hey man, there's a bunch of shitheads here. Please don't leave us. Please don't leave us, man. Fucking, we don't want to have to go back to square one. uh, yeah, dude, yeah. People don't show up. People fucking, what else do people do? What else do people do? People lie. People make up shit. People, like, maybe you don't just bail out on work. Maybe even worse than that. Maybe you call your boss, or maybe you send a text message and you just say, you send it at like 3 a.m. You just say, I'm not feeling well. I may not be able to go in tomorrow. So that when he wakes up, he's like, fuck, I can't count on this person. And then when you wake up, you're like, yeah, I was up so late, as you saw, and like, I've been throwing up, and like, I'm not gonna be able to make it in. I'm sorry. And like that, dude. When you're just like, you wake up and you got like 9.5 hours of sleep, and you're not tired, you're not sick. You're just like, yeah. Today's gonna be a good day. I don't have to go to work though. What the fuck am I even talking about, man? I swear. Maybe I should start writing down some bullet points. Like we did in high school. Actually, let me tell you a little bit more about me. My name's Nick. For the first 18 years of my life, my name was Nico. And now it's Nick. I identify as a Nick now. Since I turned a corner at 18, I ceased to identify with names that were longer than 4 words, because I think that is a privilege, and I think people with 5-letter names and onward are privileged. But yeah, man, my name is Nick. I fucking grew up in Mexico. And this is for people that don't fucking know me, right? If you're my friends, go fuck off for 5 to 10 minutes and come back. But yeah, I grew up in Mexico. I grew up in Cancun, and anytime I tell people that, they're like, "Oh my God, why did you leave?" And I just say, "Yeah, I didn't want to die." So I grew up in Cancun. I went to private fucking grade school, preschool, middle school, and high school. I went to all fucking private, rich kids. I lived on the beach. My dad built a mansion that we lived in on the beach, and it had a pool. It had like a lot across the street that was bigger than our house, and we could just go play around in that. We went through like 5 or 6 dogs. My childhood, just fucking one after the other, ran away, got hit by a fucking bus. Like, the neglect was not just on us, it was also on our pets. It was also fucking, it was everywhere. My dad was a fucking something or other. He took pictures and sold them to hotels. He was like a pre-Instagram blog. Like, he fucking just took pictures and like, hey, I want to stay at your hotel, and they're like, oh yeah, photos, yeah, and you just stayed at their hotel. And like, so I went to a lot of hotels on trips with my dad and my brother and my sister. I have an older brother and sister. I have a cat that still lives there, but anyway, yeah, I grew up there. I went to these schools, and I hated it, man. I hated going to school. I something happened, right? I was all my life, like, before 6th grade, I was the fucking guy that everyone turned to for help on homeworks, help in class. Like, whenever we read books as a group, they were always like, all right, when are we gonna just let Nick read? Haha. Like, because nobody fucking knew how to read, and it was just dreadful just listening to these kids. Like, the the árbol, uh, the that, you know, and you're just like, come on, man, I'm fucking flying here. Like, you're not even to the part with the árbol. Like, dude, that's not even the best part. But nobody's gonna see that until tomorrow because you're still at the part with the árbol. Like, and so yeah, 5th grade, like, I'm slaying it, right? I had two girlfriends. I had one girlfriend in 4th grade. I had one girlfriend in 5th grade. I upgraded. I went from a younger girl to an older girl, and to a 6th grader, and I was fucking like, damn, dude, I'm peaking. I'm peaking right now. And then my mom said, hey, we're moving to San Francisco, right? You're gonna do 6th grade in San Francisco with your brother and I, and maybe your sister. We're not sure yet. Because she fucking ran away from the house, right? It'd been like 30 days since she had come back to the house. She was living in a hotel with one of her best friends. So they weren't sure, you know, is she gonna come with us? We don't know. And I was devastated. I was like, wait, but 6th grade is like, that's fucking senior year of grade school in Mexico. Like, you do 1st through 6th grade in Mexico, and then you graduate and you go 7th through 12th grade, right? You just skip middle school. But I lost my senior year of grade school. And not only that, but I got a fucking freshman year of middle school, public middle school in San Jose. And dude, fuck me. That shit was hard, dude. They put me in the GATE program, gifted and talented, right? Whatever the fuck that means. I'm learning algebra from a woman with an alien's name, Yergubian, like Miss Yergubian. She wore glasses and she had a ponytail and she looked like a tennis instructor. And she was very military, you know. She taught us algebra by looking at baseball statistics. Shit wasn't easy for me in the school department. And then one of my teachers was a lesbian. I had never been exposed to a lesbian before. We only had one black kid in our school in Mexico, and I was in a public school in fucking the Bay Area, dude. I was fucking surrounded by them, and they were like, they're dope people, dude. Some of my best friends, like Hispanics, dude, fucking Asians. I mix with everything, right? I'm half Hispanic, so people see me and they're like, yeah, he's one of us, right? When an American sees me, they're also like, yeah, he's one of us, right? He's white privilege, right? And it's like, I don't know about that, man. But yeah, man, a lot of them were also very aggressive. You know, there were many times when you would just fucking hear the bells, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? And then the principal's voice comes on in the intercom, and he's like, students, red alert, 2 of your fellow class members are brawling in the fucking courtyard. And everybody's like, yeah, they all storm out of their classrooms. Fucking 2,000 students just, yeah, all running out of classrooms. And you're sitting there like, damn, dude, I'm kind of scared right now, right? Like, I'm just going to chill here. And your teacher stays there, and you're just like, yeah, you mind if I just read or do some homework here? Like, haha, and all the while you're just hearing, yeah, people yelling outside, like you're in fucking Panama or something, or Mexico. Yeah. So I went to school there. me get some water there. I went to school and kind of rocked my world. Played a lot of online video games that year, and then came back to Mexico. Me and my brother, we decided to move back. Swap places with my sister, right? She moves to the Bay Area when we move back. And now we're living with my dad. Just me and my brother and my dad, right? In his penthouse apartment in the middle of fucking downtown Cancun. And he's never around. Like he's barely around. He's fucking working. He's got a girlfriend now. He's got the life, right? But now his 2 kids are back and he's got to take care of them, and we're infringing on his time. Like, now that I'm 23, dude, I fucking get it, right? I mean, he was in his 40s, so he should have gotten it differently. But if I had kids right now, dude, I would fucking, oh man, I don't know if I could do it, man. I would probably have a fucking breakdown, dude. I would be one of those guys that runs out on the street naked and starts yelling out shit, and then like everyone's like, "Oh, but he was a writer. He was so smart and composed. Why did he have to lose his mind like that?" But yeah, like when it happens, you just fucking, there's no control. You're just like, the gods, just fucking, your balls are swinging. Yeah, man, but fucking, anyway, we're living with my dad. It's his fucking bachelor pad. I'm sleeping in the same bed as my dad through all of 7th grade. Go fuck yourself, man. Are you serious? Like, I was 6'2" by the time I was in 7th grade, dude. And it was a king-size bed, sure, but my fucking feet were dangling off of that bitch for years, man. That's why I have poor circulation now. That's what they called me. Poor circulation Nico. No, that's not true. They called me Grandpa Knees because when I was in 2nd grade, I used to jump on concrete. I would jump and I would pull my feet back so that my knees landed. Like, I didn't land on my feet anymore. I landed on my knees, right? I just lined up against a wall and I jumped and I took my feet and then I landed on my knees, and the pain was just excruciating. But everyone would laugh, and so I would continue to do it, and so that's why they call me Grandpa Knees Nico. Yeah, and so I go back to Mexico, and I'm fucking thrown into 7th grade now. I'm like, shit, dude, everything I'm learning is different here. Everything is easier, but at the same time harder, because it's taught worse. And so I'm like, goddamn, I gotta figure out a way to make it through this shit, right? I can't be studying. I don't want to be here, dude. I can't be fucking wasting my time doing all of this shit. Like, I know I gotta come to school, right? But that's like, I know I gotta get a fucking a day job right now. Like, right now I work at a fucking restaurant, you know, and I fucking love my job. If it was up to me though, I wouldn't have that job, and I would just, like, if it was up to me and I didn't need to be making money, I would just not have the job. And do other things, but I can still do things. That's a fucking poor man's excuse. Oh, well, I work 9 to 5, and so I don't write because I work 9 to 5. And how long do you sleep for? Oh, I like 5 hours, and so fucking 9 to 5. That's 8 hours. Then you got 5 more. That's 13. So what do you do with 11 hours? Huh? What do you do with 11 hours? Huh? You yeah, man, I'm back in fucking school. I'm like, I gotta figure it out, right? And so I meet this kid. I change his name. I say, I'm gonna call you Vaquero, right? I'm gonna call you the cowboy. I'm gonna call you Vaquero. And I'm just gonna, and like fucking everyone started calling him Vaquero, right? You're just walking around, like, you just hear, "Hey, Vaquero!" And you're just like, oh, damn, that's weird, dude. That's just his name now. But this guy was a fucking genius. He would always buy me shit. Like, I would always be like, "Hey, dude, like, I spent all my lunch money, which was twice as much as how much you bring, in the first recess and I'm still hungry, do you mind if I use some of your money to it's just about hunger, you know, it's not about money. And he would be like, yeah, dude, yeah, fucking, what do you want? Chocolate muffin, dude? Let's do it. Fucking buy me a chocolate muffin. Want some cheese ruffles? Go fucking, yeah, man. I brought some extra money today because I knew you were going to ask. That's the kind of person that he was, right? Just giving. Just the nicest fucking guy in the world. And he was the same way with homework and exams and fucking, we just formed this like tight bond, man. Like we were best friends for a solid 3 years. Just fucking every class we would sit together and just fucking just make each other laugh the whole class, not even pay attention. Somehow he was like getting straight A's, but he was also not paying attention in class. He just kind of learned intuitively, like, what's the square root of this number divided by this number over that number? And he would just be like, oh, the divided means to divide and conquer, and so it must mean to split this into some portion of number, and then over is a common expression for climbing over something, like the act 2, and so that must mean a multiplication. He just, I don't know, man. That was fucking weak. But he just, yeah. I was like an amoeba, right? I just fucking gravitated toward him, and it just stayed there, floated in his aura for 3 years, and I, at the same time, I was like, sweet, dude. So I don't have to fucking pay attention in any classes. I don't have to do homework. That means I got basically like I can rest for 8 hours while I'm at school and just have fun, and then I can have a life after school and just do whatever the fuck I want, right? So what kind of shit would I do? My dad was never around, right? So my brother drives me back home, and he's like on his computer, or he has plans. So I can just walk. I have a fucking key to the apartment. I can walk out and just go do whatever the fuck I want, right? So I would walk to the grocery store, you know? When I was 13, I started thinking about buying condoms, and I mean, I started masturbating when I was like 10 years old, dude. I was ahead of the game in that sense. I was definitely gifted and talented in that area. And by 13, I'm like, all right, man, I fucking started to get jaded, right? I became very jaded in my sexuality. Just like, this shit's getting old. It's been 3 years, man. When am I gonna get some real thing? You know, El Vaquero had told everyone a story about how he fucked his cousin, and at 13, and I'm like, hey, I mean, all my cousins are guys, you know, but I want to fuck something. So I would go to the grocery store, and I was like, oh, maybe what if I bought some condoms? Maybe just let me walk down the aisle, see what that's like, you know? And I walk down the aisle, and I pretend that I'm looking at other things, even though it's all feminine hygiene and feminine planning. I pretend, right? Because I don't know what any of this shit is. So to me, I'm just looking at like fucking towels, you know, towelettes, if you want. But I see the prices, I see the sizes, I see the flavors, I see the everything, man. I see the latex and non-latex. I even see some handcuffs in the pharmaceuticals. It's just some handcuffs, just one pair with no price. That's the only thing that doesn't have a price. It's probably forgotten there by some employee that sneaked in after dark or some shit. But of course I don't have the balls to fucking buy a condom for myself. I'm 13. I'm thinking like, dude, this is crazy. They're gonna fucking know that I'm not gonna use this. Like, they're not gonna let me buy this, and I'm gonna be embarrassed and shamed and ridiculed, and the whole fucking grocery store is gonna know. Like, that's what my head thought. And so I, what do I do? Well, let me get a sip of water first. What do I do as a young 13-year-old Mexican? I find a homeless man outside of the grocery store, and he comes up to me and he says, young man, do you have some money that you can spare for me? And I say, No vato. No. I'm fucking with you. If I said no, then he wouldn't buy the condoms. But I say, how about this, sir? I want to make a purchase in that grocery store, and if you could make that purchase for me, then I can give you some money. How does that sound? And he says, yeah, let's do it. And so I tell him that I need condoms, and for some reason it's easier for me to tell this to a homeless man than it is to a fucking woman at a pharmaceuticals in a pharmacy. He says, yeah, what sizes do you want? Any flavors, blah blah. And I, at this point I already kind of know, like, all right, like my dick's not very big. Fucking, just get the mediums, right? I know there's no mediums, but I'm just like, he knows what that means. So just get the mediums. Yeah, no, not the XXL. No, not the Magnum. No, no. Yeah, no, just the medium, or if there's not a medium, just like the small, right? And so that dude's like, all right, where's the money, man? And I like give him a 500 peso bill, right? Not a lot of people had those, you know. And I give him a fucking 500 peso bill, and I'm just like, all right, go off with my money. I expect you to return with change, haha. And as soon as he leaves, I'm thinking, what a fucking idiot, dude. You just gave this man all of your money, and you expect him to come back? He is inside of a grocery store, dude. That guy can fucking spend all of that money. He could fucking stay in there and wait for me to come in and then run out and just never see me again. Like, I'm fucked. But no, I mean, I guess guy was a fucking baller, so he rolls out with a little baggie. Got a couple different packs of condoms from me, and then he's like, here's your change, man, like whatever you want to give me. And I was like, dude, you're a fucking legend, here you go. Gave him his tip, walked away, went home with a fucking brand new box of condoms. And so that's the kind of shit I did when I wasn't at school, you know. That's the kind of shit that I cheated in school so that I could do when I was outside of school, right? Just learn the fucking way of the streets. Like there was a convenience store to the immediate left of my dad's apartment, because it was a strip of buildings and they were all businesses. And right next to my dad's was a convenience store, and El Oxxo, that's what they called it. OXXO, El Oxxo. Fucking, and you would walk into the Oxxo and just be like, just get whatever, you know, it's fucking potato chips or whatever. This place is down there anyway. One night I'm just like, fuck it, dude. It's 1 a.m. I'm fucking hungry. This place is open. Like, I'm just gonna go get some snacks, dude. Come back up here, watch a movie. Fucking Saturday night, just live it up, you know. And I go down there and I get some snacks, and then I come back up, and what do I hear? 30 minutes later, gunshots. And what do I read 9 hours later? That the place got shot up or mugged or some shit. I don't remember. And I just think, oh shit, 30 minutes ago, dude, that could have been me. That could have been me. I'm living in life, right? I'm fucking like all the favorite authors, all the fucking famous people that I admire. Like, this is me, dude. I'm fucking living life. Like, this is living large. I'm in danger, dude. Somebody could walk inside this fucking apartment right now and mug me, dude. Fucking stab me, dude. Dude, they fucking robbed my dad once in this same apartment. They took his car keys, dude, and fucking stole a truck. Imagine if I was here, dude. Damn, dude. And so that's the kind of shit that I would do. Just, I gravitated toward the streets, right, at an early age. Violence, a lot of violence in my life. At first it was just my mom and my dad arguing, or my mom and my sister, or me hitting my brother with a baseball bat in the stomach, you know, just childhood stuff. But then it became homeless people and fucking pickup games at the park, pickup basketball games at the park with fucking construction workers and shit. Yeah, man, like, I remember one time my buddy Mike and we went to one of these pickup games, and he was a big dude, right? So I was like, and he was 4 years older than me, so this was like, hell yeah, man, I'm safe with this dude. I'm safe with Mike. I'm rolling up with Mike. I'm safe with Mike. And we would play for a solid hour and a half, and then we would walk back. And we were walking back one day, dude, and there's this fucking, there's a lot of different kind of condominiums or apartment complexes, and I think condominiums is just like a famous or a nicer word for apartment complex, right? It's a touristy word. It sells better. But anyway, so we're walking down past these condominiums, and what do we see? We see a van just parked with like all the doors open and some groceries, and just this old elder couple taking out the groceries, bringing them in home slowly, smiling at each other. And then when they see us and they smile at us and they stop what they're doing, they stop and they look at us and they smile and they say hello. And we don't stop, we just keep walking, but we like stay looking at them. And then they say, don't leave us. Oh, don't leave us, please help us, come in. Like literally, like they use that voice, right? And they start walking toward us, like chasing us, because we're walking away. Like, why are you chasing us right now? We don't know you. And so we start we pick up the speed, right? And Michael's picking up the speed, so I'm like, I'm not gonna be left behind by Michael, right? I'm smaller than Michael, I can outrun Michael. And fucking, we just take for a sprint, right? Just book it. He's got the ball, so he's got more work to do. I'm looking behind, waiting for Michael to get caught, but he never does, and so we get away. And this is the kind of shit that I was exposed to, right? Until I fucking, all my friends, like my tight-knit group of friends, dude, they all leave school the same year. And one of them left the country, right? Or not the country, the state. He went to Monterrey. And fucking two of my other friends went to different schools in the same city, which is almost like just going to a different state. And one of them was El Vaquero, right? And so I'm like, oh shit, like this is bad, dude. This is bad. Like, not just because they're my friends, but like, this is El Vaquero, El Vaquero. This is like why I can fucking talk to homeless people and fucking almost get shot at a convenience store and go play pickup basketball games and almost get picked up by pedophiles. Like, dude, El Vaquero is leaving. Like, I want to do all those things. I want to keep living my life. I don't want to have to try and like focus on something I don't want to be doing with my time, like school. And so I start panicking, and but they leave. And I had another good friend, Fede, and I just fucking, I'll just call him FedEx because he likes that name. FedEx and I, we went back a long time, so I was like, all right, man, he's the next best thing. And so I was like, hey man, you mind if I look at your calculus homework? Just looking at it. I mean, I already finished mine. I just want to compare answers, and he was like, yeah, dude, no problem. And so I would like take it home, and just fucking just copy the whole thing, and like, oh dude, you're smart, man, like we have the same answers. And he would sit with me in exams and just kind of like, not put the elbow down, just leave room for me to see. Cause dude, I could fucking, like, my eyes, I was like a cat. I could fucking shoot my eyes, I could look away from something, but my eyes still looked at the thing, even though I was looking away from the thing. Like, my eyes were still fucking just in the corner, the bottom corner. So you didn't really have to help me in order for me to cheat off of you. Some people even try to stop me, and they would put their whole body over it, but I would still be able to cheat, because I'm flexible. And so FedEx starts to help me, what else? At this point, I'm just fucking giving you a year by year description of my life, aren't I? And yeah, high school fucking sucked. A lot of encounters with the police, a lot of encounters with police officers, a lot of I got fucking handcuffed once, dude, at 17. You know what that feels like in Mexico? Dude, you might know what that feels like in the US, but you don't know what that feels like in Mexico. Like, with like, you could run into El Vaquero at the fucking, like, you don't know what it feels like to get handcuffed in Mexico, because in Mexico you can get fucking sodomized in jail, dude. Not prison, jail. They call it the tiny bull, the holding station, el torito, the little bull, like the young little fucking, like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up, dude, like that fucking guy that everyone hates in high school. Uh, and I got handcuffed, dude, and I think I didn't end up going, but fuck, dude, they put me in the fucking back of the truck too, and my then girlfriend, she was just standing there. She was like, oh my god, they're just leaving me here in the middle of the street at night, and they're taking him to prison. What am I gonna do? Oh my god. And the car locked itself, which is why they didn't end up taking me. But dude, I was like, I'm fucked. I'm going to jail. Like, I'm going to jail, and I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I could die. I was thinking, oh, I could die tonight. My life could end. And so maybe that's why I'm so fucking unlike some of my contemporaries, people my age. It's because I genuinely feel like I could fucking any day, man. Like, you know how close I've come to dying in my life, like, or death in general. I've been in 2 major car accidents. One of them I don't remember. One of them I was just fucking on my bicycle, at a red light, just like, yeah, man. It's gonna get green right now. I'm going downhill. I'm about to fucking haul ass. It's 2 in the fucking morning. Yeah. And then it turns green, and fucking boom. My eyes just how like fighters describe getting knocked out, just like lights out, and then I wake up, but my eyes are still closed, or maybe I'm dreaming at this point. Who knows? And I hear the fucking doctors. There's, hey, sorry, we're taking you to the emergency room. We're gonna have to cut off your clothes so that we can treat the wound. And I'm just like, no, this is my favorite sweater, please, no. Like, I'm that's what I'm thinking about, Like, if it was a woman, she would probably be like, oh my god, is my family okay? What happened? Like, oh, like, and I just wake up and I'm like, no, please, material possessions. And I've been in accidents, dude. I've almost gotten mugged like 3 or 4 times. I got handcuffed. I got threatened to fucking death by a police officer once. I fucking, so much crazy shit. That I feel like I have to be thinking about every day as an individual day, and not as a collective, right? Not as a part of my fucking month or my year. Because who gives a shit, It all goes by, at least right now, I can say that right now, I know that a lot of older people, they're like, you're just a naive 23-year-old, and you're gonna regret this. And it's like, well, okay, I mean, sure, man. But I'm naive, so I'm 23, I can say this shit right now. And I just have to focus on every day, one day at a time. Because if you don't, then what are you doing, right? You're thinking about yesterday, you're thinking about tomorrow, but you're never thinking about right now, because you're always worried about the other two. And I guess I'm just gonna end it there. Good little miserable ending, a little sad ending. I like it. I'm not one for romantic comedies, but I'm one for a fucking romantic trauma, right? Like, you ever watch that movie Blue Valentine? It's just about a fucking dude meets a girl who just got impregnated by her ex-boyfriend, and then they fall in love, and she has the baby, and he has to take care of that fucking baby that isn't his, and grows to resent her, and then they fucking get a divorce, and it's a depressing fucking ending, right? But that's the kind of ending I like. Right? That's the kind of fucking ending. That's the kind of fucking ending that you got. That's the kind of fucking ending I got growing up, right? And so that's where I'm gonna end it, so that everyone else will fucking, you that's not your life right now. I'm trying to flip it somehow and make it positive, but I can't. So yeah, I'm gonna go fuck myself now.